Welcome back to the channel, Wellness Warriors. This is your girl Dominique. This is Feminine Health and Wellness, and on this channel, we talk about the physical, the mental, the spiritual, overall being, and being the best version of ourselves. So, we talk about a lot of feminine health and wellness, the whole person being the best version of yourself, mentally, physically, and spiritually. Okay, so welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the live Wellness Warriors. I have not seen you guys in a long time. I missed Tea Time After Dark last Friday. I had a lot going on. I had came in from the camp. Remember I was doing camp, and when I came in, I had a lot going on, and I just did not get an opportunity to come on for Tea Time After Dark. But here I am, fast forward. We're going to do our second series on the Receiving Woman series. So don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to thumbs up the channel. But this is our second part of the Receiving Woman series, Becoming the Woman Who Receives. That is our topic for tonight. So I want to welcome you back to Tea Time After Dark. So we're going to slow down. We're going to wind it down. It is Friday. We're going to wind it all the way down. We're going to pour a glass of your favorite tea. It could be cold or hot. Create a space for healing, reflection, and becoming the best version of yourself tonight. So that is what we're going to be talking about. So tonight, I am so excited to welcome you back to the Receiving Woman series. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you are new here. I am Dominique. This is Feminine Health and Wellness. And go get your journal, you get your paper, you can take notes tonight. I don't really care, or you can just sit back and relax and drink your favorite tea. So, our first series that we talked about was trusting the universe to provide. So, I don't know if you guys remember that series. It's been a couple of weeks ago. I have did a lot of things in between. Welcome, hi, welcome to the live 78. I am so glad to see you. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, guys. Help me, guys. I need y'all help. I need y'all help. Can y'all help me? Hi, welcome back. I want you guys, I need y'all help. Help me to get to 1,000 subscribers. I am working towards that. Can you help me do that? Yeah, thank you so much for subscribing. Pepper, thank you so much. So I need you guys' help. I need you guys to subscribe to my channel. Help me. I am on this challenge, challenging myself to have 1,000 subscribers for within 30 days. Within 30 days. So I need you guys' help. Subscribe to the channel. Welcome in if you've never been here before. I am Dominique. Thank you. Thank you so much. I am Dominique, and this is Feminine Health and Wellness. Um, like I said, welcome to Tea Time After Dark. We're going to wind down. You're going to pour your favorite tea tonight. That is what we're going to do. So I'm so excited to bring back the Receiving Woman series. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yes, it is. My name is Dominique. I am bringing back the Receiving Woman series. So, our first series, we talked about trusting the universe to provide for us. Trusting the universe to provide for us. That is what the first series was about. So, now we're going to learn how to open our hearts, release fear. That's what we learned about. Learning about how to open our hearts, release fear, and believe that we are worthy of receiving blessings. We're worthy not only of receiving blessings, but opportunities, love, and abundance. Yes, that is what we are um, always hoping to receive. So on this channel, if you've never been on this channel before, guys, we talk about feminine health and wellness. I do not only talk about the physical body, but I talk about, good morning, I talk about the spiritual, the physical, the mental, the everything. I believe that you need it all in order to be healthy. Yes, you have to take care of your whole being in order to be healthy. So we're talking about the spiritual part now. We're talking about the spiritual aspect of it. So trust in the universe, God, whatever you or what however you want to say it, just believing and trusting in God that He provides for you. That was our last series, right? So this series is becoming the woman who receives. So go back and watch the first series about trusting the universe to provide. So we're learning how to open our hearts, release fear, believe that we are worthy of receiving blessings, opportunities, love, and abundance. Yes, yes. I'm sorry, guys. Every time I get on here, somebody wanna chime in, but we're gonna ignore that. So we're gonna go a little bit deeper tonight. So this is what we're gonna be talking about: becoming the woman who receives. So, because receiving is not just what comes in our lives, it is about becoming the woman who is ready to hold on to what she receives, ready to hold on to what she receives. If you guys have been on my channel for a long time, you know that I am always on a healing journey. And in our class last night, we talked about this. Way before I decided to talk about it on my channel, we was talking about how to receive without guilt, how to receive without feeling like we have to do something in return, having to receive without feeling like somebody wants something from us. And that comes along with not having fear, releasing the fear, knowing that you're worthy, and knowing that you are worthy of love. If somebody trying to express some type of love to you and in gifts, in money, or in, I don't know, just taking you out or just bringing you some type of sweet treat, just receive it. Don't always feel like it is a hidden agenda behind it. And that is what I learned, or that's what we talked about last night in the class, in the healing class that I am taking. But fast forward on this channel, we're going to be talking about that too. It's just that all of a sudden, I just kind of realized that the things that I'm talking about is the things that I am also working on my healing journey within myself. So because receiving is not just about what comes into our lives, it is about becoming the woman who is ready to hold on to what she received. So a journey of self-worth, healing, confidence, love, and abundance. It's all about that, guys. So let's dive into it. Many women or women we always spend our time being givers. We're always spending our time we give our time, we give our energy, we give our love, we give everything, but we also feel guilty. Not all of us feel guilty about receiving. So this is what it's about. It is so unhealthy to continue to be a giver. You give your time, you give your love, you give your energy, and you're not keeping your cup full or filled, so to speak, on your journey. So by the time that you are in a place to receive, you're worn out. You're worn out because you've given so much of your time, so much of your energy to your family, to your friends, to your loved one. It is time. Remember, on this channel, we talked about self-love. We talk about the things that we should do to show our self-love. It is okay to say no. We give time. We give our energy. We care for our families. We support others. We show up even when we are tired, right? We show up and we do the most, ladies. We always doing the most. And I don't know how you are expecting to be in your soft era or in your soft girl era or energy if you are pushing yourself to be a giver and not a receiver. It is okay to receive. So know that it is you should not feel guilty. You should not feel some kind of way. You shouldn't feel like that you're not worthy of receiving a gift or anything like that. Can you say we love you, Tisa, for I edit? Is it Is it Tika? Okay, yes, we love you. I love you. I love everybody. Okay. Yes, I love you. So, if you are new here, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Like I said before, if you're just coming into the room, I am on a 30-day challenge to get 1,000 subscribers. So please subscribe to my channel. So we're going to move on. So many women have spent years just giving of themselves, giving of, just giving of their families and others and supporting people and doing all of that. But for whatever reason, ladies, when it comes to us, sometimes, not all the time, not all women, if you're on a healing journey, please be honest with yourself. That is up to you to be honest with yourself. I'm being honest with myself. I was that person some years ago where I did not know how to receive love. I did not know how to receive gift. I was always giving of myself, burning myself out, and I don't know if I didn't think I was worthy, but for whatever reason, some type of guilt was attached to it. But now that I'm on this healing journey and I have grown past that, now I'm like, you know what? If somebody want to give me a gift, I'm okay with receiving it. If I do not want to give of my time, of my energy, or my support to anyone, I have learned how to say no. I need to reserve me. I need to make sure my cup is filled all the way or all the time in order for me to give the love to my loved ones that deserve my love. Okay. And that's what I am trying to, convey, to my wellness warriors, that it's nothing wrong with saying, no, your cup may not be full today. And then you're going to go and you're going to support, you're going to give your energy, you're going to give your love, your time, and all of this to your family. And then at the end of the day, you're feeling worthless, drained, and irritated. Okay. Irritated. I've been there. Irritated, tired, and you feel like you're not wanted. You're feeling like you're not loved, but you're not, but you are the energy that you are putting out is the energy that you are receiving. If you don't feel like that you are worthy of the support, of the time, or if you don't feel like you're worthy of that, you're probably not going to receive it. So we talked about, go back and look at one of my videos. We talked about self-worth and being worthy, right? So am I allowing myself to receive the same love and care that I freely give? Ask yourself that, ladies and gentlemen, am I allowing myself to receive the same love and care that I freely give? Answer that question. Be honest with yourself, on this health and wellness journey, healing journey. Be honest with yourself. And that's a question that you have to ask yourself. So a receiving woman understands that her value is not determined by how much she does for others. So keep that in mind. It is not determined how much, contrary to what people have told you or the lies that have been given, it is not determined by how much you do for others. It's not determined by how much you wear yourself out for your family. It is not determined by how much time you give others. It is not determined about how much you support others. It's not determined by that. Let me tell you what it's determined by. Her worthiness or your worthiness is not something she has to prove. You don't have to prove anything to anybody, right? So listen to this. She was worthy before she achieved anything. That is how you need to feel about yourself. Before you achieved anything, you was already worthy. That is how you should feel about yourself, okay? She was worthy before anyone applauded her. You don't need any applause. You don't need anybody to cheer, be a cheerleader in the back room or in the back of you and say, hey, yes, you're worthy. Yes, I appreciate you. You should know that you are worthy. You should know that you appreciate yourself. If nobody else does, you need to feel like you are that girl and that you are worthy and that you don't need any applause from anyone. Yes, is it okay to get support from other people? But yes, it is. Is it okay to, get, love from other people? Yes, I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is that you should not need any validation from anyone else. You should know your worth before anybody else deem you worthy, if that makes any sense. So you should know your worth automatically. So she shouldn't, let me say it again. She was worthy before she received anything. She was worthy before anyone applauded her. She was worthy before anyone recognized her. That is how you should feel about yourself. So you don't need any validations from anyone. You should know that you're worthy. You should know that you are that girl. Okay? That's all I'm saying. I know I'm that girl. You should know you that girl. Okay? So where does that come from? Where does this confidence, not ego, but confidence, where does the confidence come from? The confidence come from healing and loving yourself. That is where that confidence, if you're not feeling like you're that girl and you don't need any validation from anyone, I'm not saying that you don't need support. Everybody needs love, everybody needs support, but your value is not deemed on somebody else's cheering you on. Okay? You don't need that validation to know that you're that girl. So it starts with healing. How do you get that confidence? How do you know that you're receiving and not just giving of yourself to the detriment of you wearing yourself out, stressing yourself out. Your physical body is going down. It's causing you to have high high cortisone because you're stressed. And remember, ladies, that cortisone put on weight. That cortisone caused you to have a stroke, caused you to have high blood pressure, all of that stuff. Oh, I'm not stressing. Oh, I'm not an overgiver. Oh, I'm not an over this, that, and the other. Your body is going to tell you. You can deny it all day long. You can say, oh, I'm good because I was there. You can say, I'm good. I'm fine. I am okay. But your body is going to start telling you that you're not. You can be honest with yourself or not, but your body is going to start telling you something differently, ladies and gentlemen. If you're just overdoing it, overgiver, over this, over the top. Oh, I got to do this for my kids. Oh, I got to do that for my kids. You don't have to do anything for your kids other than provide for them, right? That's just my opinion. But however, if you are tired and your cup is running, empty, and you don't want to do it and you can't do it because you're tired, don't do it, ladies. Just say no. So we show up even when we're tired. That is not good. We thinking that we're showing our family love, but we're also not taking care of ourselves. Thank you so much for the hearts or the 100. I don't know which one it was. I saw something in the corner. But thank you so much. So just know that that's not a way of showing your own self-love. You also got to show your own self-love. Remember, you got to make sure that your cup is full before you start giving your time, your energy, and your love to anyone. Making sure your cup is always full, because if you're drained and you're worn out, you cannot love, you cannot give anybody anything. So you got to know that. So healing the woman within. How do you do that? Thank you for asking. Dominique, how you do that? How do you do that? How do you get there? Let me tell you how I got there. It took a long, 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 long time for me to get where I am today. I am that girl. I feel like I'm that girl. I know that I don't need a cheerleader in the background to know that I'm her. I don't need all of that. But it takes a long journey and time. Yes, thank you, Miss Linda. It takes a long time to get to this point, guys. This is not an overnight journey. It just happened overnight. No, it took some years for me to know that I'm good. So before you can fully receive, we often have to heal. And what does that look like? Healing comes with being, doing things alone. So what we have to do to heal the part of ourselves that learn this. So in other words, the part of ourselves that learn this is basically, I have to do everything alone. So we believe on this journey, we have to heal from that. That's what I'm trying to say. So these are some of the things that we tell ourselves that are also not true. I have to do everything alone. I cannot trust anyone. I am only valuable when I am useful. That is the crazy stuff that we have told ourselves as women. And none of this is true. But I've been there. And I understand. I have to be strong all the time. I hate that. Oh my God. That is something that I hate, especially when it comes to, I'm not singling anybody out, but I'm just saying when it comes to Black women, they always say, oh, a strong Black women. I hate that phrase. I hate that quote. I do not like it, because we are no stronger or less stronger than anyone. We do not choose to do any of that. Okay. I have to be strong all the time. Stop thinking that you have to be strong all the time. Stop thinking that you have to do everything by yourself. Stop thinking that way. Okay. Because you're going to wear yourself out, stress yourself out, cause yourself all kind of health issues because you're trying to be Superwoman. I don't even like that song anymore, because it has put us in a place of people, and not all, are expecting us to give, and to be so strong that we don't need any help at the end of the day. And that is no kind of way true. I don't care. I'm not talking about financial help. I'm talking about all kind of help. Think about it, 360, any kind of help that you could think of. It has put Black women in a space and a place where people believe that, oh, we just got it and we could do everything on our own. That is why I hate those quotes and hate those comments, because it is also not true, but it puts us, in a place where people think and expect that from us. So when we break down or we are in need, sometimes people don't even believe us, because it has been such a stigma on the strong Black woman. Anyway, that's a whole nother topic, guys. That's a whole nother topic. I could talk about that all day long, but that's a whole nother topic. But however, just know that that is false, a misbelief of what is really, really true. So, but strength does not mean carrying everything by yourself. You do not have to carry everything by yourself. So true feminine energy allows space for support, rest, love, and restoration. I don't even know if Black women know what restoration looks like. because we are always doing, we're always going, we're always trying to be, do the most, as I say, and stop trying to be the most, stop trying to be the most, do the most. Rest in your feminine energy, rest in your love for yourself. Just rest, allow a space for support, rest, love, and restoration. And if you go back and watch another one of my videos, I talk about self-care and self-love. Do some of that. Show yourself self-care, self-love. Stop feeling guilty for loving yourself. Stop, ladies. We got to stop that. We have to stop feeling guilty for saying no. We got to stop feeling guilty for just wanting to rest and do nothing. No, you're not lazy. If you did this, that, and the other, you deserve to rest. And if you're tired, rest. You don't have to be a giver of yourself to prove yourself, okay? Healing means giving yourself permission to be soft. Everybody always talk about the soft girl life and all of that kind of stuff. Well, first of all, the soft girl life starts with yourself. You gotta know that you're worthy of it. You gotta show your own self some softness and the soft life and the soft love. If you're giving, and not knowing that you even deserve to rest, then how can you even know what softness look like, or the soft girl life look like, if you're not even willing to give it to yourself? You cannot ask for something that you're not receiving yourself or giving yourself. You can't ask for it, okay? You cannot ask for that. So I'm going to stop right here. I'm drinking, I'm not done, but I'm going to stop right here. I'm going to pause right here. I am drinking hibiscus tea today, and I am doing a 30-day challenge, guys. I want you guys to help me to get to 1,000 subscribers. I would really appreciate that. Work with me if you are new on this channel. I am Dominique. I am Feminine Health and Wellness, and we're doing our second series tonight. So go back. I'm going to attach both of them together and go back and watch the first part of this series. So I'm going to move on because I don't want to stay on here too long, but y'all know me. I get to talking and it'd be a whole hour. It'd be a whole hour. So thank you for asking. How do I become confident in who I am? Thank you guys for asking that question. How do I become confident? Like I said before, it was a long journey for me. It may not be for you, but it was a long journey for me to be confident and know that I do not have to feel guilty about being a receiver. And it is okay not to give all of myself, okay? So a receiving woman is not waiting for permission to shine. You are already shining. You're already shining. You're already worthy. So always know that. She knows who she is. You know who you are. You do not have to prove anything. She honors her gifts. Okay, we have a lot of gifts, ladies. Whatever your gift is, do not be ashamed of your gift. Honor your gift. And whatever it may be, don't let anybody make you feel less than what you can do. Know that we all have gifts and use them, okay? She respects her boundaries. We talked about the boundaries as well. You have to respect your own boundaries before somebody else can respect them, right? So I have a boundary. I've learned how to respect my own boundaries. I might set a boundary, and when I set that boundary, I went back on my own boundary. You know, one of my boundaries is nobody calls me after 10 o'clock at night, no matter what, unless it is an emergency. That is my time, me time, and that is when I do most of my meditation and prayer or whatever it is that you want to call it. That's my time, right? I went back on my boundaries a lot. Now I respect my boundaries more than ever, because me setting my boundaries and sticking to my boundaries and respecting my own self-worth has allowed me to become more and more confident in who I am. And if once you do it, you will understand what I'm talking about. So I'm more confident because I have that time to spend with myself, and I don't allow anybody to Unless it's an emergency or something like that, I don't allow anybody to interfere with that time that I choose to spend with myself. Okay. She listened to her own intuition. This is how you become confident in who you are. You listen to your own intuition. I have learned to listen to my intuition more and more. And listening to my intuition has kept me out of a lot of trouble here lately. And I am so glad that I am confident within myself and I listen to my intuition. Okay. Confidence is not about being perfect. I am no kind of way perfect, but confidence is about being comfortable with yourself. I am comfortable with who I am. I love myself, but I am no kind of way perfect. I make mistakes just like anyone else, but confidence is about being comfortable with yourself, being happy with yourself. If you got a little, I don't know, if you have a belly, be comfortable with your belly. If you have skinny legs, be comfortable with your skinny legs. If you have gray hair, be comfortable and confident in who you are, whatever that is. We are nobody has a perfect body. Even when a person body looks perfect, it's probably not perfect. They probably have had some work. Know that. They probably had some work. I don't know, but I promise you, if you ask a person that has a body out of this world, it's something that they're probably self-conscious about. But you're looking at them and saying, oh, they have such a beautiful body. But we all have some kind of flaws or something like that. But just being overall comfortable and confident in who you are, that is how you get there. So becoming confident in who you are, that is how you get there, ladies. So receiving love without fear. So many women desire love, but struggle to receive it because of past experience taught them to protect their heart. So that is something else that we have to work on. But that is another journey of healing. That's another level of healing. So knowing that you are worthy of receiving love, knowing that you are worthy of receiving gifts, receiving abundance. It is so many women out here that feel some kind of way when it comes to receiving love without fear. But healthy love should not feel like anxiety or anxiousness. If your intuition is telling you that something is off with this person, you do not have to know what it is. All you have to do is listen to your intuition, because that is a way that God or your intuition is telling you that this person is not right for you. And sometimes we don't always listen to that. So you must listen to that. Stop trying to find out the why all the time. And I know that we as women, we always want to know the why is this and the why is that. Stop trying to find out what the why is. You're going to find out. And it's gonna mess you up, and then later on you're gonna be like, oh, I should have listened to myself, I should have listened to my intuition, but I had to test the waters and I had to see if this person was really what I was feeling. I guess that's where everybody, when you step yourself into a situation that your intuition is telling you not to, I want to test and see if it's true. Sometimes we don't need to do that. Sometimes it's going to cost us our confidence. Is going to cost us our worthiness, because you're going to start having self-doubt about yourself, certain things that you just do not need to find out about. So healthy love feels like peace. So if you are meeting someone and you're not at peace and you feel anxious or you feel anything other than comfortable, that is something's wrong with that person. He's gay. I don't know. Whatever you tell yourself, I don't know. And leave him alone, because your intuition is trying to tell you something different. So a receiving woman learns that she does not have to chase love, beg for attention, or prove that she is enough. Let's say that again. A receiving woman do not have to chase love, beg for attention, or prove that she is enough. She doesn't have to do that. She allows love that respects her, support her, and add to her life. If you're not with someone that is adding to your life in some form of fashion, and I am not talking about money, guys. A person could come into your life and add a lot of things to your life, and it doesn't always have to be something financial. If he's or she is adding something financial to your life, that's a plus. But she allows love that respects her, supports her, and add something to her life. So, receiving abundance. How do you receive abundance? Abundance is not always money. When we think of abundance, we always think of money most of the time. Abundance is peace, good health, meaningful relationship, opportunities, creativity, joy, rest, and a fulfilled life. That is abundance. That's what abundance look like. It's not just money. So the receiving woman creates space for abundance by believing I am worthy of good things. You have to believe that you're worthy of good things. I was so surprised that it is so many women that believe. You don't have to say it, but it's the way you act sometimes, or it's the way that you treat yourself that shows you. Nobody's walking around saying, I'm not worthy of this and I'm not worthy of that. But the way you treat yourself, you are showing yourself that you're not worthy of receiving peace, you're not good health, meaningful relationship, opportunities, creativity, joy, rest, and a fulfilled life. That is what you're telling yourself. But a receiving woman creates space for abundance by believing that I am worthy of good things. I am open to blessings. I trust that what is meant for me will find me. Okay? So that is what it looks like. That is how you learn. That's how you heal. That's how you learn how to be a receiver instead of giving all the time or feeling guilty about giving. Okay? So, I'm gonna put this. I'm gonna put this meditation up for you guys inside of the description. I'm not going to go over the meditation, but this is a good meditation for you to start. In the healing process. If you would like to journal, because remember on this channel we talk about journaling, the importance of journaling. I'm going to give you a prompt. A journal prompt that you can ask yourself. You can put it in your journal. Tomorrow, if I get an opportunity, guys, I'm going to have journal with me. But I'm going to give you a one-off, something that you can reflect on later on. You can put this journaling prompt in your journal. Let me think about which one I'm going to give you guys. Let's see here. Oh, this is a good one, guys. What does the woman I am becoming looks like? What does the woman I am becoming looks like? Put that in your journal. Put it in your journal. If I get an opportunity tomorrow, for the ones I'm gonna probably put a I'm gonna put a what is it? I'm going to set a time and let you guys know when I'm going to journal, and I'm going to start off with that question. So if you are going to journal with me tomorrow, have that chime in and share. What does the woman I am becoming looks like? What does that look like? Put it in your journal, and we'll talk about it on our next journal with me. And guys, I am so grateful and thankful for you guys. Thank you so much if you have subscribed to the channel. Remember, I am on a 30-day challenge to have 1,000 subscribers on my channel in 30 days. So I just want to thank you guys for joining me for Tea Time After Dark. And remember, becoming a receiving woman is not about changing who you are. It's about returning to the woman who you always was meant to be. Okay? So remember, it's about becoming a receiving woman, returning to, let me say it again, it's about returning to the woman you were already meant to be. That is what we're talking about. So, the woman who knows her worth, the woman who honors her healing, the woman who receives love, the woman who welcomes abundance. Until next time, take care of your heart, protect your peace, and remember, you are worthy of receiving. And I'm going to say, bye for now.